Lena called Poppy's lawyer, Fred Davids, immediately after she hustled Carmen inside and helped the older woman simmer down. Then she rang Abraham. Abraham telephoned Eva to advise her that her grandfather had been taken into federal custody. "Do you want me to take you over to see him?" "I can't," she whispered. "I just can't." Lena met Fred at the police station that afternoon, and she gasped as Poppy was brought out by the agents. She was shocked to see how calm he was, even attempting to crack a joke with the officers at the entrance as he was released. The three drove to the condo, Fred following behind in his own vehicle. Carmen, meanwhile, channeled her rage into cleaning frenzy, and the condo literally glistened as they arrived home. Beatrice would have been tickled pink. Fred stopped and picked up 3 gyro meals, and as Lena unwrapped each and set them out on plates, Poppy excused himself to change into more comfortable clothing. Lena shared her theory with Fred about Milt. "Can we put out a trace on the Greenbergs or something?" Fred twitched his upper lip. "May not be that simple." Over sandwiches, fries, and ginger ale, the three discussed the case. This was the first time Poppy allowed his granddaughter a small peek into these matters. He understood that he needed all the support he could muster. Carmen, meanwhile, hid in her bedroom, watching Ricky Lake. They deliberated the possibility of finding proof in the documents at Ben's office if they were there. Fred promised he'd inquire. He assured Lena that he'd send a courier after the weekend. "Let me sort it out," he cautioned her. Poppy couldn't remember how many statements he'd seen over the years, or even what they looked like. He kept pausing, thinking hard, but shaking his head. "No, I can't picture it." The three talked for hours. When Fred left, he shook Poppy's hand. "I don't like to make promises. It's no good for you to believe in magic at a time like this. We'll probably go before a grand jury within a month, I believe. That shyster was smart enough to hide his own paper trail, but that doesn't mean there isn't evidence somewhere. We have to dig hard, and I've got a primo investigator who will unearth stuff his grandchildren's preschool teacher's cousin may have buried. If there's proof, I'm hopeful I can find it. Meanwhile, stay low. Stay at home. There are bound to be reporters following you. Get your housekeeper lady to answer the door. Have your granddaughter here pick up your prescriptions, groceries, whatever. I don't want to see a single photograph of you on the cover of the Detroit News. No amount of evidence can overcome negative perception in the public eye, and one little snapshot of you eating a fancy lobster dinner will paint a million pictures. Seriously, Michael, stay out of sight." That evening, Lena stayed at Poppy's condo. She and her grandfather watched a made-for-TV movie together. They ate ice cream and spoke no more about the case. While waiting for the grand jury date to be selected, she began spending more and more of her evenings there. Carmen fell during the first week of August and split her chin open, requiring 7 stitches. Seemed like every week more and more of Lena's belongings were at her grandfather's while they waited. Poppy seemed to try his best to keep everyone cheerful, but Eva still stayed away.